Okay, test. Are we working here? Okay. Hi, hello. This is the YouTube channel of Stencilvids, previously known as Andrew Creates. That's still my name in real life, not with the creates part, but yeah. I've recently regained an interest in content creation, and I figured I would put this new format I was thinking about to test. This video is clearly not scripted, by the way, which is why I'm pausing a ton. Yeah, let's just get into a quick example of how this might work. As a content creator, my main focus is on media criticism and analysis. This could be with a video game, or a movie, a TV show, numerous of stuff. In this clip, I'm showing gameplay of a Borderlands game, one of my favorite franchise, and seemingly the only thing that YouTube thinks that I want to do. I'll spend this first bit of footage making my point. For example, about how I think Borderlands 1, even though Borderlands 2 is a far superior game in most aspects, has a much better atmosphere and far more serious tone that would have lent itself a lot better to some real character moments had it been carried over into other games, which is what Borderlands 4 seems to be doing, and I'm quite excited about that, to be honest. Now, I'll spend this next bit of footage here, sort of elaborating on my point through a totally not green screen view of my monitor. I'm totally a real person, and not a fucking cartoon avatar. Now, what if there's a more elaborate point that I need to make, with, stuff that I can't simply illustrate through gameplay or media footage? Well, that's what this blank white screen is for. Graphs, research, analytics, sales stuff. Totally interesting, right? So, that's it, right? We know how the videos work. Well, that's not it. I should probably tell you guys where I've been. It's never a good idea to overexpose about your problems on the internet, so I'll keep it light. In the slim chance that you're still following this channel, it has taken me close to a year to review the Borderlands movie. Something I promised to do when it came out. What's the reason for this? Really bad anxious spiral. I have not been doing well over the course of this last year. Certain world events have not made this better, but just in case you're wondering, I'm doing a lot better now. I've found better people to interact with. I feel more free creatively. And most importantly, I've moved. From one nondescript part of the US to another nondescript part of the US. Where, I'm not gonna say, but, I have also turned 18 years old, which, as you can probably imagine, has opened the doors to a lot of new freedoms, I guess. So, this part of my life has been all about change. And I guess getting back into content creation is a part of that, and something I think will help stimulate me creatively, while giving all of you guys something to be entertained and informed by. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you stick around, because I'm not only going to be making the usual videos, but I'm also working on a series called Friends Awesome Group Theater. Don't worry if you get the joke, I reclaim the slur. And, a lot of general higher production value stuff than what I was doing previously. It's gonna be exciting, guys. But unfortunately, right now, I have to go. Well, at least this is an opportunity to show off my kick-ass new outro.